Hey Mixers, welcome back to another WNBA player props video. I am filming this right before tip-off for the Wednesday games, so we won't be able to review those, but we do need to review the Tuesday games, so let's go ahead and jump into that. All right, guys, so we had 3 players that missed by 1 bucket or like 1 rebound, so that was a little bit irritating. Aaliyah Boston did barely get over her points line, but it wasn't much of a sweat. She easily could have got more if she needed to. They let the pedal off the gas a little bit at the end of that game. Easy Magbagor only had 5 rebounds, and we were waiting for that 6th rebound for a long time, pretty much the entire 4th quarter, and it never came. So she did not play in the last 5 minutes of the game. It is clear that her minutes are being cut and going to Dominic Malonga. So before the playoffs, Easy was starting and playing about 30 minutes. Dominic Malonga was playing about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, since the playoffs have hit, their time has been split evenly, 24 and 24 minutes, roughly. So, Easy not losing all of her minutes, but she is losing a significant chunk of her minutes, about 6 minutes a game, to Dominic Malonga. So we are going to be on Dominic Malonga today. Little teaser for tomorrow. Nalissa Smith missed by 1 bucket. Ryan Howard just shot 0 for 4 on her 3-pointers. Gabby Williams missed by 1 bucket. And then we did cash the Fever money line at plus 150, so that was awesome. My leans, I continue to be pretty good on the money lines, but I did split today going 1-1. And I split everything 1-1. So spreads 1-1 and totals 1-1. So let's go ahead and jump into today. Well, for tomorrow, for Thursday. The Mercury, I didn't change the headline on this, but the Fever are going to go and play at the Dream. This, obviously, whoever wins this game is going to continue in the playoffs, and whoever loses will not. I tend to think the Dream will continue and the Fever will not, but who knows? So the totals in Atlanta have been 157, 135, and 148, so pretty low. The total here in this game is 154, but I'm still going to go over on it. I'm going to lean over on it because this is the last, this is life or death right here. So I do think that whoever's losing is going to push this total up. I'm going to think the Fever are losing, and I think that they lose in a close game. So the Dream on the money line, Fever plus 7.5, and the over on the total. We're doing the same thing in the Storm and Aces game, which I also didn't change the header. Sorry about that, guys. But it is the Storm at the Aces. The totals in Las Vegas have been high, 173, 176, 179, and now we're getting 151.5. So I guess we'll just take over on that. I don't know why we're getting that there. Spreads have been 7, 4, and 25. So the Lynx have won, the Aces have won by a lot. And I thought I just edited this, but apparently it did not stick. I'm not going to go back and redo it. But I am taking the Aces on the money line, the Storm on the spread, and it was 8.5 when I saw it. So Storm plus 8.5, and then the Aces on the money line. All right, jumping into the player props, we're going to go for Alicia Gray. I found this on Prize Picks for a normal payout at 8.5 rebounds and assists. It is 8.5 in most places, so it has started to move down. Prize Picks has bumped it down, but I think she gets here for us. She's over 67% of the time head-to-head, and she did have 9 and 10 in the 2 playoff games that we just played. So I think that she easily gets to 8. I don't mind the push there, and I think she can go over 8. Next, we're going to go with Jackie Young over 26.5 PRA. The line is high, but she is over 67% of the time head-to-head. She's over 100% of the time head-to-head at home, and she's over 100% of the time in the 2 playoff games, 1 at home and 1 away. So I think those are pretty good stats. I know Jackie Young's birthday was the other day, so maybe she played a little bit better on that day in that away game. But I do like her to go over this at home. And then lastly, we have Dominic Malonga over 6.5 rebounds. In the past 3 games, she has gone over this line with the Aces. So that was at home and away. And she's, like I said earlier, she seems to be taking minutes away from Easy Magbagor. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw her into the starting lineup for this last playoff game versus the Aces. All right, so here is the best bet summary. Alicia Gray over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Jackie Young over 26.5 PRA. Dominic Malonga over 6.5 rebounds. And just so you know, I'm putting out a college football video today as well. Last week, we went 5 for 5, I think, and then we had a 6th bet that a 6th player prop that he got hurt and left the game, so we got refunded on that one. But we went 5 for 5 on the player props that actually went through. And I have a ton of them for this week, but doesn't mean we're going to do that again, obviously. That, it's rare that we have a day like that. But when we do, we go up like 20 units, and it pays for a whole month of lost bets. So check out that college football video if you have time. We're also making a ton of game bets this week, which we normally don't do. For this video, if you want to be in the mix for the cash giveaway, just comment 2 of those 3 best bets that you think are going to hit. And if they do, then you will be in the running for that cash giveaway. We are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. As soon as you guys help me hit that, we will start giving away 2 cash prizes. I have a few ideas on how I want to do that. And so we'll see how that comes about, but we'll be giving away more cash prizes once we get up to 1,000. Thank you so much, guys.